As soon as the disabled man let go, his body quickly plummeted toward the ground. Suddenly, his belly swelled up like a big balloon. When it hit the ground, his body actually bounced back up. The man was launched into the air and then continued to bounce a few more times. After that, the man stretched out his arms and grabbed a nearby streetlight. In the next second, his arm pulled his body up onto the lamppost. The man was terrified by his own supernatural ability. A few children nearby also ran over and treated the man like a superhero. But the man panicked. He returned to the hospital and quickly got a full body checkup. The doctor told him that his entire body had turned into rubber. It happened earlier that morning. The man, who had been paralyzed on one side of his body, took a bite of a strange fruit, and then his body turned into what it is now. Could it be that he ate the legendary devil fruit? At that moment, a nurse came over and said she was there to help him take a bath. The man was immediately attracted by the nurse's figure. But when the man was soaking in the water, the nurse quietly pulled out 2 electric clips from her towel. She was actually an assassin sent to kill the man. However, when she inserted the wires into the water, the man showed no reaction at all. The nurse hadn't expected rubber to be an insulator. This scene scared her so much that she threw down the wires and ran away. The man wasn't about to let her go. He instantly stretched out his arm, grabbed the woman, and questioned her. "Who sent you?" Terrified, the nurse confessed it was one of the man's sworn brothers in the gang who had sent her. Now that brother had taken the man's place and become the gang's second-in-command. The man recalled the day he got injured. Someone had shot him from behind while he was unprepared. Perhaps it was that very brother who had betrayed him. Just then, the hospital room door suddenly opened, and a bald man pointed a gun at him. The man instinctively reached out his arm, grabbed the bald man by the neck, pulled him to the bedside, and restrained him. Sure enough, it was another gang member trying to kill him. The man forced the truth out of him about the brother's exact location and prepared to begin his revenge. He stood up from the bed and discovered that his once paralyzed legs were now completely healed. Meanwhile, the so-called brother, now the second in command, was making a deal with another gang. Suddenly, a familiar figure appeared at the entrance of the warehouse. It was the man, here for revenge. The man questioned him, "Why did you betray me?" But the brother flatly denied it, claiming he got to his position based on his own abilities. He even complained that the man never used his brain in the past and only knew how to fight recklessly. Their argument grew more intense. The brother ordered his men to teach the man a lesson, but these men were no match for him. With one punch, he sent one of them flying. Everyone was in disbelief. Next, the man threw another punch and knocked the rest to the ground. Soon, all the henchmen around had been defeated. One of them got up, pulled out a gun, and shot at the man, but the bullets bounced off his body, and he was completely unharmed. The man swung his arm again, and a giant palm came crashing down from above, hitting the ground like an earthquake. In just a few more moves, all the henchmen were taken out. The brother was so scared he collapsed to the floor. The man grabbed him, ready to deliver his final revenge blow, but with his fist clenched, he hesitated. The man remembered the life and death battles they once fought together. In the end, he let go and spared his brother. Suddenly, footsteps approached from a distance. The gang boss appeared before them. It turned out the gang boss had been behind everything all along. The reason was that the man had become a threat to the boss's position, so he sent assassins to eliminate the man. The brother knew nothing about any of this. Then the gang boss lit some explosives, intending to kill them both. The man knocked the boss out with one punch, and before the bomb exploded, he escaped with his brother. The two brothers shook hands and reconciled once again.